We are live and we are talking about the insanity that is happening in the United States. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. The fact that we don't have a role model country that we could look up to be like, oh, this is what we could aspire for other countries to become. It's so sad. It's so sad. Like if this is United States, how United States does democracy, then like what's the hope for the rest of the goddamn planet, huh? What is the hope for the rest of the planet? Like what should the world look up to, huh? Like what is that? Like what do you, oh, god damn it, man. Oh, god damn it. All right. How's my audio in the live chat? Audio, audio is great. Soha is saying audio is great. Thank you so much, Soha. Um, so yeah. By the way, the title of this video is because I assumed we would know by now that Trump has lost, but I still think that we know Trump has lost. But if I'm proven wrong, so what? I'm just gonna come and be like, "Oh, I was wrong." Not a big deal. Um, but look at this insanity on the screen, guys. I just saw this just like a few seconds before I went live, and just wanted to. Yeah, I got very little sleep because of all this chaos. You guys say, Armin, did you not sleep? No, yeah, I slept just a little bit because I wanted to see what is happening. So this, I'm just gonna only read this title because this article is way too insane. Andrew Anglin, for me to get it. Like I don't have the patience to go over the insanity of this article. But then after that, we'll go and look at some actual, more better coverage. This is the title says President Trump should declare martial law to prevent loss of America to enemies. All right, that's enough of that. Let's look at some coverage by Rogue Rocket. By the way, guys, Rogue Rocket, I really enjoy the way that they cover the news. Yes, the savior of Christianity. Yes, of course, Daily Stormer. Of course, they want the first American Reich. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at the right side corner. Look what they have on the right. The demographic countdown of white versus non-white. Guys, when they tell you that the left is obsessed with identity, okay, just remind them that it's the identity politics that we really need to worry about, the main identity politics that we need to worry about. So yeah, the left has its fringe wokistani people, the wokeism on the left, which is a fringe part of the left that we highlight and we make fun of and we But just remember that the right has its own crazies that are focused with identity, focused with demographics and ethnicity and crap like that. Look at this. They have a countdown, right? And the difference is that the crazies on the right, the problem that they have, these people, if they were in power, they will not cancel you. Okay? They will not cancel you from speaking. They will cancel you from breathing. Breathing if these people were in power, okay? So as much as we want to make fun of and tackle wokeism, like the wokeism on the left, remember the reason why we don't a lot of people are not afraid of the crazies from the right is because they've been canceled, like they've been removed from everywhere, and that's why people think like they don't exist. All right? Like people don't see them on Twitter, they don't see them on Facebook, they don't see them on YouTube, but they're there and they're many. If you go look for them, oh, they're there. And they're like so scary. They're way scarier. They're way scarier than the wokes. Okay? Ghost Bunny saying, "Imagine being so insecure in your position that you demand the counting to stop." Yes, actually, let's get into that. Hey, Susanna here is in live chat. All right, let's look at this, guys. Remember, okay, no, I'm gonna actually tell you this once we get a little bit into this. Okay, Trump supporters call for ballot counting to stop in Michigan but continue in Arizona. Do you guys know, like, how many Americans do we have in the live chat right now? Americans? Do you guys know the rest of the world is like watching and they're like, what the fuck? like the rest of like the civilized world, more advanced countries are looking at United States and they're like, wait, are we looking at United States or like a Middle Eastern country or like an African country? Like, it's really, you guys, like, I'm sorry, but like, god damn, what the hell? Like, get your shit together. Okay? Um yeah, you guys, anyways. Okay, so let me actually get into the article instead of reading the bullet points. Luke is talking from the UK. Luke is saying, "Yeah, we all think you're fucking insane." Oh my god! All right, guys, keep giving me updates about what's happening in Georgia and other places. Okay, stop the count protests in Michigan. 2 days after Election Day, the race between President Donald Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden is getting tighter. Um, Trump supporters are calling for vote counting to either stop or continue, depending on how depending on how favorite candidate is doing in that state. Oh my God, you guys look, guys, you guys look ridiculous. Michigan has been called for Biden, who is leading the sitting president. His lead grew as more mail-in ballots were counted. Oh yeah, mail-in ballots, guys. By the way, mail-in ballots. Oh no, they're cheating. They're cheating. They're counting the mail-in ballots. They're actually counting the votes. That's cheating. They are like these are mailing. These are not the real votes. People didn't actually vote. These are like magic. These are like, oh, they're finding the votes. Oh, they're finding it by actually counting it. This is, and how dare you actually count the votes of people? That's like, that's not, that's anti-democracy. That's against democracy. You're actually measuring the number of votes. After after seeing this on Wednesday, Trump supporters went to the TCF Center in Detroit to call for counting to stop. Guys, I mean, I don't know what these people say, but you have to admit, you have to know how ridiculous you look when you want the votes for them to stop counting the votes. Local reporters captured video of chanting outside and even trying to get into the buildings. Oh yeah, they were trying to get people who are not the government. People who are not the government were trying to get into the buildings where these people were working, and then they're like, "Oh my God, we're being like run over by a mob. We need to board the doors and like protect ourselves." I'd be like, "Oh, why are you boarding it up? Ah, this is cheating. What are you hiding? You must be hiding something. Why are you boarding this stuff up?" Like, well, because of you insane, crazy people are trying to get in. That's why we're boarding it up. God. Oh my God. All right. Security stopped them at the door and asked them to spread out for health reasons. Yeah. By the way, a lot of people are saying, like, why is it so slow? Why is it so slow? I mean, guys, you guys do realize that there's a pandemic going on, right? You guys do realize there's a pandemic going on. This is like the fact that that's still happening, right? Oh wow, we got a super chat. Brinstar, thank you so much for the 7 Canadian dollars. Thank you so much for saying Trump supporters call us sheep, but they are the ones who mindlessly accept information without any evidence or support. Confirmation bias. But here's the thing, though. Not all of them. Let's just let. Yes. A lot of them. A lot of them. I mean, even if you're a Trump supporter who's not like that, you have to call out this crazy. Like, you can't. Don't be a hypocrite. If you're calling out the crazies on the left, look at your own people and be like, oh my God, look at what the hell, people. But thank you so much for the $7 super chat. The cult breaker saying, if the counting actually stops right now, Biden will win. LOL. That's how stupid Trump is. Well, they don't want the counting to stop. They want the counting to stop in the places that they don't like the counting to continue. Yeah, slow counting equals more accuracy. Yeah, and actually, some of the slow count, some of the reasons of the delay is because of, the Republicans actually making early count, passing policies that stopped early countings, right? So now they're complaining about it. Actually, let's watch this video.
Stop the count! 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 Stop the count!
Yay, democracy! Stop counting the votes. Democracy, we care about everyone's voice, but don't count. Okay. Steve Patterson saying, breaking large animated crush of stop the count. Protesters trying to push their way into TCF Hall in Detroit where ballots are being counted. They're being blocked by guards at the door. Pizza boxes are pushed against the window to obstruct view. It's tense. Yeah.
There's a woman on the ground. Just wait a minute.
Let's hear what you got to say. Step back. Listen up. Listen up. Step back. Please give us some news.
Sir, Scott Whittington. I'm with the Detroit Health Department.
Oh my
God!
Okay, why isn't he wearing a mask right there then?
It's
right
right
the guy is covering the window.
He's covering the window.
Step back.
By the way, this is all Trump's fault, by the way. This is definitely Trump's fault for going out and telling people, like, oh, go watch the polls. Like, you mean official government officials who have been vetted and they train and it's their job, who are unbiased and blah, blah, blah. Like, is that what? No, just go be a poll watcher. Just your people, what? Go be a poll watcher? You mean your supporters going in poll watching? How? What are you gonna do by watching the polls? You mean intimidate people? You mean you're sending your mob? Like, have they been like vetted and trained? No, just go stand there and make sure nothing shady happens. Nothing shady as in people voting for the other side. That's kind of crazy. Like, this is basically like a full-on authoritarian asking his goons to go and intimidate the other side. Poll watcher. What the hell does that mean? Like, go watch the polls. Yeah, so this was all incited by Trump during the debates. A liberal atheist saying stop the count means pause until observers are allowed in. They explained it a million times and it's not their fault. You can't understand it. Well, liberal atheists, there were... No. This bullshit. There are observers. This is so stupid. There were observers. Every single ballot was being monitored. You could track better than almost any country. Every single vote is trackable. Every goddamn vote was trackable, and there are observers. This is all an excuse. This was an excuse for the interpretation. People are like, oh no, stop the count means pause until observers are allowed in. Every single thing was being monitored. It's absolute no. This is them. If it actually meant stop the count means pause until observers are allowed in, then why is it only when things are not going their way, they're trying to intimidate the people who are counting the votes properly. They're trying to intimidate them to stop. But in other places where things are going the way, why is it that in places where things are going the way and they were pausing, they were like, oh no, keep counting? The hypocrisy is so obvious. Yeah, they explained it. Yeah, maybe because we didn't buy their explanation. Maybe that's why. Anyways, let's continue. All the ballots being counted are valid ballots, and any decision to not count them would be both unprecedented and undemocratic. That same day, the city of Detroit was met with another set of protesters. By the way, thank you for the super chat, even if you disagree. With this batch calling for every vote to be counted. Protests calling for every vote to be counted also happened in major cities across the country, including Philadelphia, Portland, and New York. By the way, in the places where they were saying like, "Oh, count their vote," like the places that were trying to push for the counting to continue, the pauses were happening exactly as scheduled and as explained before. Like all of this methodology was completely transparent and available for everybody to see before all of this started. And then when it stopped, they're like, "Oh, why are you stopping? Why are you stopping?" Like, wait, guys, this is like everything is happening how it's supposed to. The only thing that is not happening the way it's supposed to is you idiots storming the not letting the people do their job. Protests in Maricopa County, saying the most notable gathering calling for this, however, was in Maricopa County in Arizona. There, Trump supporters rallied for the votes to be counted as the president began to inch in on Biden's lead in the state. Yeah, what happened here, huh? Oh, they want to stop because they want observers. They want observers. Like, yeah, okay, now we have a scheduled stop here. Like, no, keep counting. Like, wait, what about observe? What about happen to accuracy and oh no, wait, we want to no, this is going our way. Keep counting. All right. Yes, exactly, Soha. Soha is saying observers means equals people who will interfere with people doing their job. Exactly, that's what they mean by observers. Fox News and Associated Press have both already called the state for Biden, but a significant amount of votes still remain untallied in Maricopa County. Is that how you say this? Which holds a huge chunk of Arizona's population. As Biden's lead shrinks, Trump supporters begin chanting for the votes to be counted, hopeful that the president would edge him over. Wait, the what? Yes. Here, so this is Kim Powell saying Trump supporters are outside of this county elections department, demanding to be let inside as ballots are being counted. They're demanding, the random people, the random Trump supporters who are not part of the vote counting are demanding to be let in. And then the people inside are trying to defend themselves against the mob. And people are like, "Oh, what are you trying to hide? What are you trying to hide?" Like, guys, it's not your goddamn job. You cannot be let in. What are you talking about? Let us in? Are you serious? No! Let us in? No, get the fuck out! What the fuck is this? Guys, like, okay, all the people that keep highlighting, like, the Antifa, like, doing the mob and doing, like, looting and, like, doing, like, the property damage and stuff, if you highlight that, that's important and stuff. But these people are like messing with the electoral process. These people are messing with the vote counting. This is by far, the consequences of shit like this is a lot more than whatever the Wokistanis are doing or the Antifa is doing. 10 Canadian dollar super chat. Thank you so much by not pedantic defo valley. Thank you so much for the 10 Canadian dollar super chat. That's a huge super chat. Thank you. You're saying they will say Armin is too pro-establishment. Read, Armin cares about having a method and knowledge in doing things rather than just the way people feel it should be done. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's, obviously that's the very definition of being pro-establishment. But yeah, pro-establishment as in like, yeah, I don't want the things to be, I'm pro-establishment because I don't want things to burn to the ground. I want democracy to work. I want things to be civil. That if that makes me pro-establishment, then sure, whatever. Okay, here's another video. But seriously, thank you for the $10 super chat. That was a big one. Thank you. Wait, sorry. Wait, what? He doesn't know me. I mean, you keep changing your username. Who is this? Who is this actually? Sorry. Oh, I feel bad now. Oh, okay. So you're urgent. So how could I know if you're urgent if you keep changing your username? God damn it! But thank you so much for the super chat. Okay. This is a change of pace for Trump and his following, as the president has repeatedly called for votes to stop being counted, has asked for a recount in Wisconsin, and is threatening legal action in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Georgia. But where it could aid his election, his supporters are departing from his rhetoric in hopes of a victory in Arizona. Yeah, you guys look ridiculous. No arrests were made and report... Oh, guys, by the way, you saying no arrests were made? If this was like Antifa doing stuff and there were no arrests being made, like if these people were Antifa right now and there was no arrest, the Trump supporters were like, no, look at this. These people are meddling with democracy. These mobs. Look at the mob. Like, come on, like they're threatening our democracy. And not a single arrest, guys. If you need any more proof that the establishment is on the side of these communists, like if you deny that, then like, oh my, I don't know what to tell you anymore. No arrests. Like they were actually interfering with democracy and looting and being like, oh, look at this vigilante mob. And there's no arrest. They would say exactly this, and the police is just watching. Oh my God, this is the death of democracy, right? That's what they would say, but yet they don't say, like no arrests were made here. I don't think they see that they will have the same standards. No arrests were made, and reports indicate that demonstrators were largely peaceful. Oh my God, look at this. So this article is saying that their demonstrators were largely peaceful. Imagine if the videos are like this were out about Antifa and somebody described them as largely peaceful. They would lose their shit. They were like largely peaceful. They would turn this into a meme. They would be like, they would put this video and they would have like somebody saying, oh, they were largely peaceful right next to it. Okay, so how come this is not turning into a meme? Some of the protesters did carry guns though, and election workers were escorted to their cars to ensure their safety. Man, imagine you have to be an election worker right now, and you see a mob of people like, let us in, and they're carrying guns. Like, I don't know if democracy is worth it. I didn't know. I was like, I didn't know this. I didn't sign up for this. I want to go home. I want to go home. Okay, somebody else, please count this. The real Joe Biden. Oh wow, we have the real Joe Biden here in the live chat. The real Joe Biden saying the U.S. election 100% incomparable and no bad actors involved whatsoever, just like in the 2000 elections with George Bush. Oh yeah, that's exactly what we said. That seems like a straw man to me. Yes, they deserve it. Kim was saying they deserve an extra paycheck. Exactly. One of the most shocking moments of the protest came when demonstrators chanted things like, Fox News sucks. Oh yeah, you know why they hate Fox News now? Because Fox News is reporting the actual vote counts, and they don't like it. Like, why Fox News? Why are you reporting the news? We don't like the news. We thought you were on our side. God damn it, man. We don't like reality, and when you report the reality, we hate you. Fox News. So they were chanting Fox News stocks and shame on Fox. God damn it. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Aiden actually voted for me. Thank you. Fox News is usually the most Trump-friendly news source, but the group was quick to turn to the conservative network for calling the race in Biden's favor so early. Okay, here's a pro-Trump rally starting at the Arizona Capitol in Phoenix. At least one guy wielding military-style rifles, some chanting shame on Fox.
Shame on Fox! Shame on Fox! Shame
Yeah. Yeah, Cam was saying, if you don't agree with me, you're a liar. Exactly. Oh, but heard YouTube comments on Fox News were so entertaining. Yes, yes. The snowflakery of the right, like, oh, look at these leftist people. They're so butthurt. They're so sensitive. But yeah, yeah. Why mail-in votes lean blue? Guys, I mean, does anybody not know this? I don't understand. Does anybody not know this? Where's the meme? Where's the meme? After weeks of Trump saying like, "Oh, don't vote by mail, don't vote by mail," and then like, go vote in person, and then people are like, okay, if Trump is telling all his supporters to go vote in person and not voting by mail, people were like, "Oh yeah, I know what's gonna happen." People were like, "Oh no 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 no." Okay, so this is what's gonna happen in these states. People who vote in person, those are going to be counted first, and in a few states, it's going to look like Trump is winning, and people are going to be like, "Yay, we're winning!" And then the mail-in votes are going to come, and because Trump kept on telling them over and over and over and over again that mail-in ballot sucks, mail-in ballot sucks, don't no 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 to mail-in ballots, that's going to be mostly blue, and then the mail-in votes are going to come. And it's going to shift the direction to the other side. And then Trump is going to be like, cheating. Guys, like this was, so many people predicted this. They're like, holy, and he like hinted like he's going to do that. He's like, oh yeah, they're going to, mail-in ballots, they're going to cheat, huh? People are like, oh shit, we know what's going to do. Oh fuck, we know what this is going to do. And then people are like, guys, this is what's going to do. This is what he's going to do. This is what they're going to do. Don't fall for it. It's going to be, at first, it's going to look red. And then when they count the mail-in ballots, it's going to look blue. And they're going to be shocked. And they're going to be like, this is cheating. We know these morons are so predictable. This is going to happen. And it happened. It happened it happened. Like, surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. It happened. Wasn't there a video of Bernie Sanders, like, saying exactly that? Here, like, this is the meme that I posted on my I shared from Atheist Republic. Look at this. This is exactly how it was. Like, what do you think? What did you think is gonna happen? Surprise! Oh yes, yeah, Mars. I can't say that word. Anyway, so why mail-in votes lean blue? Yeah. Part of the reason races in battleground states are so close and subject to change has to do with mail-in voting and the way these votes are counted. Some states like Pennsylvania could not start counting those votes until polls close on election day. Across the country, states were seeing more mail-in ballots than ever before because of the pandemic. Yeah. You're like, oh, why is it different this time? Yeah, because there's a goddamn pandemic! With many elections officials warning it will take a while to count all of them. Yeah, and people are like, yeah, guys, how can you like, oh, why is it taking so long? People were telling you everything that you think is cheating. People were telling you how this is going to happen and why before it happened, okay? Everything was, was one of the most transparent, okay. Many of these mail-in votes lean in favor of Democrats. Yeah. While Trump and others on the right would like to paint that as a suspicious image, the fact that these ballots favor Democrats is a mess of Trump's own making. The president has spent a large part of the year making repeated, unfounded claims about absentee voting. Yeah, okay. He has urged against it, saying it is unreliable and could lead to mass voter fraud, despite there being no evidence to support this. And yeah, a lot of people act like this is something new. This method of voting is like has been used for a very long time in the United States. And the only difference is that more people are doing it this time because of the pandemic. And guess what? Trump, you would expect the side, even without Trump like fear-mongering about this whole mail-in votes, even without him doing that, you would expect the side that doesn't think viruses are real and like this is like a globalist conspiracy to like sell vaccines and make the vaccines turn into chips in your head or something. you would think that that side that has views like that is less likely to worry about the pandemic and less likely to use mail-in ballots. So even if Trump wasn't doing this, this is what you would expect. But obviously, after Trump telling his followers that this mail-in ballot is like a conspiracy against democracy, then of course this would honestly, what did anybody else expect? One thing they keep showing is like, oh, Trump was leading, and then when they counted the mail-in ballots, it just jumped up. We're like, oh my God, look at this, it jumped up. Yeah, because they with the mail-in ballots, they announced the results all at the same time, other than like a lot of the ones that were being counted, the direct ones were being counted one by one. In some areas, the mail-in ballots were being counted all at the same time. They counted and they were added to the results, so it obviously is going to look like a jump. But all of this was available, like all of the process, all of the details of exactly how every single vote was being counted in every single state. It was publicly available before they did that. If you don't know how is this happening, that doesn't mean there's a conspiracy going on. God damn it, man! Every time when people, do you think these people would have doubted any of these Trump supporters? Would have a shred of doubt if things were going their way, but in the exact same method, like the same methods. They would have been like making fun of the other side for claiming conspiracy theories. Okay, he has also played down the pandemic, urging people to continue on with their normal lives. Because of this, his supporters were much more likely to vote in person instead of by mail, while Democrats were more likely to send their ballots via post. This has led to Biden taking strong leads in absentee ballots in key states. This has long been expected. And Trump's effort to make this look suspect contradict the warning elections experts have been giving since the summer. Guys, the reason why these warnings were there is because a lot of Trump supporters are so predictable. And Trump was also so predictable. They could tell way ahead of time what's going to happen. People told you exactly what's going to happen. Many have been trying to prepare Americans for the fact that mail-in votes will take a while to count and that they will likely turn states blue as they trickle in. All right, let's look at this one. Debunked election conspiracies like Sharpie Gate are still running rampant online. Okay, so here's a Sharpie Gate one, okay? Okay, guys, every single one of these conspiracies, you have to, okay, well, Torel is here. Torel saying some of the conspiracies by Trumpists talking about somebody or a secret cabal conspiring, well, you can just smell the anti-Semitism, in their sentences. Torel, even, and I would say that some of them are actually actively anti-Semitic, and some of them are not anti-Semitic, but they don't know that the things that they believe in is just copied, like it's just a rebranded conspiracy theory that used to be anti-Semitic, and they just like changed the packaging, and it's now being fed to them. But yes, they sound very similar to anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. And basically, the whole QAnon is just that. QAnon is just basically like, okay, like let's, actually it's very similar. You know how like communism failed and people were like, we need to like take all these ideas and change the packaging and give it a second shot. So that's how we got like critical race theory, right? So I think QAnon is that, okay? Is a more dangerous and more malicious version of that. People were like, these anti-Semitic conspiracy theories are not as popular as we hope. Let's take that, change the packaging, and do QAnon. Holy crap! Facebook just took an action against this live stream. Wow, this live stream was taken down. Please check Facebook to ensure the stream. Okay. Wow, Facebook. What are you doing, Facebook? Why Facebook is taking the stream down? I don't know. I don't care. You know what? Let's just continue. Maybe I just kept on saying QAnon too many times. The false claims behind Sharpie Gate. Okay, since polls not pro-Trump. No, guys. Since polls opened on Tuesday, numerous election-related conspiracy theories have circulated online, while many of them have since been debunked by multiple agencies, public officials, and social media platforms. That has not seemed to stop their spread. Guys, let me tell you something, okay? Here's how conspiracy theorists get you, okay? This is how they get you, okay? They know a little bit more about something that you haven't looked into, okay? And they put you on the spot and they're like, explain this! And you're like, I don't know. Like, ha ha! Ha! I got you. Like, hey, did you see this? Did you see? Oh, why is this person carrying this? And there's like no guards or anything. Oh, look at this. These ballots are being thrown in the fire. Can you explain this? Oh, look at this. Somebody's throwing this. Oh, look at this. They're boarding this up. Oh, look at this. Look at this number. Just jumped from here for here. There's no way that this could happen. Can you explain this? Oh, no, you can't. Therefore, I'm right. This is basically the God of the Gaps. This is God of the Gaps being rebranded, okay? You just remember that these conspiracy theories, every time somebody actually spends the time to look into what exactly is happening, they end up looking ridiculous. Okay? So just because you don't have a full-time research team to go in and evaluate as soon as they bring you something in front of you that you can't explain, don't let them get away making you feel like, oh, maybe they have a point. They don't have a point, okay? This is how other conspiracy theories work. So here's the average person that doesn't have the time to go investigate the details of every one of these situations. This is actual experts right at the top, people that actually objectively analyze the information, and and this is the conspiracy theories. So they're just like a bit ahead of you. They're like, They looked into things, they seeing things that you haven't seen that you can't explain, but they're not expert and they're not unbiased. They just know a bit more than you. And they actually have a lot of time on their hand, and they go and look into these things, and they use the gap between your information and their information to sell you an explanation for the things that they're observing that they think that you have to accept because you don't have any other explanation. This is basically the God of the gaps. Like, oh, you don't know, therefore my explanation is correct. Actually, there's a name for this apparently. Brinstar thank you so much for the $7 Canadian dollar super chat. It's called anomaly hunting. Wow, guys, I need to write this down. I need to look into this. I didn't know there's a name for this. Why? I don't have a pen. Hold on, let me write this down. Anomaly hunting. Wow, that's thank you so much. Wow, thank you so much for the super chat and for that very interesting information. Okay, cool. The false. Okay, wait. I wrote this. One such. Okay, but yeah. So remember when people tell you with the God of the Gaps, oh, you can't explain this, so it must be God. It must be magic. It must be supernatural because you can't explain it. You can't explain it right away. Just remember, just like with supernatural stuff, every goddamn time when somebody actually went and looked and investigated, they ended up not being magic. Ended up not being supernatural. There was not a single example when people were like, oh, we don't know, this must be supernatural. And then people went and actually objectively analyzed things and they investigated holy crap, it's actually, oh yeah, it's magic. It's actually magic. Every time somebody did a deeper dive, they were like, it wasn't magic, right? So this is the same thing with these other conspiracy theories, okay? So given the record that these people have, just remember that just because you can't explain something, just know what their record is. This is the same thing with the Big H, and during World War II, I'm not gonna say what the Big H is. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyone in live chat, so I could highlight. Okay, so with the Big H, the conspiracy theories around that, the fact that people say, "Oh, it didn't happen." The people that spend time in making those conspiracy theories, they actually have spent a lot more time than you about what about the details around that event, a lot more time than you, right? And they impress you with how much they know about things that actually happen, and then they things that they cannot explain. When they say like, look, this is unexplainable unless there's a conspiracy happen, you feel overwhelmed by them because you don't have hours and hours on your hand to go and to look into these events as much as they do. So they try to intimidate you, but into accepting their explanation, because they just know more than you. Okay, that's how all of these conspiracy theories work. Yes, thank you so much. Yes, the big itch. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, it's so stupid that you can't talk about these things on YouTube without getting. We're already being removed from Facebook right now. I bet Twitch doesn't like it when we talk about these things. Actually, as bad as YouTube is, it's better than Twitch when it comes to how sensitive they are. Yeah, by the way, guys, we're on Twitch. Follow us on Twitch. Link in the description. One such debunked conspiracy theory is known as the Sharpiegate, which claims the poll workers intentionally sabotaged votes for incumbent President Donald Trump through the use of Sharpies. In fact, this conspiracy has become so large that it partially inspired protests at a poll counting site in Maricopa County, Arizona on Wednesday night. While Arizona has been called for Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden by outlets such as Associated Press and Fox News, other outlets have refused to declare a victor as of Thursday afternoon. The conspiracy goes like this. Somehow, poll workers in Maricopa County were able to tell the difference between Trump supporters and Biden supporters simply by looking at them. Instead of using regular pens, those poll workers would then hand Sharpies to the people they suspected to be Trump voters. From there, they would be able to invalidate votes for Trump. One woman in Maricopa County, I don't know if I'm saying this right, Maricopa County has even sued election officials after saying that her ballot was invalidated because she was given a Sharpie. According to that lawsuit, this was the first time Laurie Aguilera had ever been given a Sharpie to vote, even though she has reportedly voted in person over the last few election cycles. After completing her ballot, Aguilera claims she tried to feed it into the voting machine, but that the machine rejected her ballot. Alongside that, she noted that ink from the Sharpie had bled through to the other side of the ballot. She then said a poll worker canceled her ballot when she requested a new one, but that the poll worker also refused to give her a new ballot. Now she's accusing the Maricopa County voting machines of being unable to read Sharpies and is requesting that everyone who was given a Sharpie be identified and allowed to fix their vote so that it's counted. Okay, let's see. Sharpiegate. Okay, so guys, imagine if you read all of this and there is no, and you're at the time that there is no comeback. You don't know what's happening. You see the video of this lady making this complaint. You see this, her filing a lawsuit, and you have no idea what happened. Okay, if you're at a moment like this, don't make a claim. Don't be like, oh my. First of all, don't fall for a conspiracy, and don't try. If you don't know what happened here, don't be like, oh, maybe this happened, maybe that happened. You I mean, you can guess, but just say like, I don't know. We wait and see. I don't know. I haven't investigated. Like, if somebody's saying, "Oh, there might be some shady things happening here," this is like them cheating. Like, no, you don't know either. Okay. So first of all, say I don't know. Okay. But also tell to the other person who's coming up with their conspiracy theories about what's happening here. Remind them that nope, they don't know either. Okay. You don't know, they don't know, and also remind them about the record of people who have conspiracy theories like this. Right. Say like, I'm going to be extra skeptical. Because usually, maybe this is not the case, but usually when people make claims like this, when somebody actually takes a look into what happened, it usually ends up being nothing at all, okay? But like, even though that's the case, I'm going to remain skeptical. We'll see what's happening here. But don't let them make claims just because you don't know, sell their own claims just because you don't know what's happening, okay? Sharpiegate is overwhelmingly debunked. According to experts and election officials, her claim is not true. So here's a quote by Megan okay, Sharpies are just fine to use. Megan Gibbertson, communication directors for Marisopa County Elections Department, told Reuters they do not impact tabulation, and we encourage them on election day because of how fast the ink dries. Even before this conspiracy theory picked up steam on Tuesday, the Marisopa County Elections Department tweeted. Oh, even before this, there was a tweet. Oh, here's the tweet. Did you know we use Sharpies in the vote centers so the ink doesn't smudge as ballots are counted on site? New offset columns on the ballot means bleed through won't impact your vote. Find the location before the polls close at 7 p.m. today. Wow. So this video was actually up there before this conspiracies.
Hey everyone, fill the ballot here.
Wait, where's the Sharpie place?
Did you know you can use a black or blue pen or Sharpie to fill out your ballot in Maricopa County? The new tabulation equipment only reads the ovals, so bleed-throughs are not a problem. The new ballot style also has off-centered columns that don't allow for bleed-throughs to fill out ovals on the other side of the ballot. At the vote center, you may notice fine-tip Sharpies are used. That's because it's the fastest drying ink and works best on the tabulation equipment. If you're filling out your ballot at home, you can use blue or black ink with ballpoint pen or Sharpie. Just don't use red ink. The tabulation equipment cannot read red.
Learn more at Beep.
Guys, by the way, as much as I make fun of what's happening in the United States, that is not, it's not because of the establishment, okay? The government and the officials, what the process and the transparency that is available in the United States is better than most countries, okay? The thing that is making it crazy is not the government right now, okay? It's the people, right? So, okay? This is a very unpopular thing to say because it's so popular these days to everybody be like, the media, fake news, the politicians are corrupt, the government is corrupt, shady things is happening, the people are being cheated. It's the opposite. I know this is not very popular position to be, but it's the opposite. The shady things is not happening from the establishment media, not from mainstream media, not from the establishment. The establishment and the mainstream media is performing in United States better than most countries on the planet, okay? You have it so good. This level of transparency and instructions and preparation beforehand is the shady stuff is coming. The call is coming from inside the house of people, okay? It's the people. It's the people. The people are the problem right now, okay? God damn it. Yeah. It's the people that are trying to storm in and trying to stop the counting or force the counting or okay. No, okay, see? Guys, this is what I'm telling you when I say that it's the people who are doing the shady things. Since you're saying politicians aren't shady, question mark, is that what I said? Is that what I said? I'm saying that the shady things that are happening in this situation is coming from the people right now. And you're saying, politicians aren't shady. Did I make a general term like that? Did I make a general statement like that? Is that what I said? Okay, so you actually proved my point. Okay? You actually proved my point. Did I make a general statement like that? No. Did I? No. That video affirms... Okay, so here's the thing. Alongside that tweet, it included a video that was originally posted on October 24th. That video affirms that Sharpies as well as black and blue ink pens are all valid methods for making ballots. What I'm telling you, okay, is that this kind of transparency and preparation and being able to track every single vote and having the number of observers that you actually do have, okay, and your local government officials and federal government official trying to make it, even though they still failed in many aspects, they're still doing better than most countries, okay? This is the envy. Even a video like this, right, is an envy of a lot of other countries. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Yes, there are many mistakes. Yes, it could be better. Yes, you still suck. United States. The method, the methodology, the practice, the whole electoral thing, all of that sucks compared to many other advanced countries. Compared to, I don't know, to some, first world countries, but you suck, but you're still better than most other countries, okay? And again, so what's the thing that we're looking at and we're like, holy crap, this is insane, it's mostly right now the Trump supporters, not the government, not the process. Okay, Optimus Prime is telling me to fuck you? Or is this like towards me? But okay. I don't know. Okay. And also the way that you could challenge this in the United States, the way that you could take this into court and be like, hey, I want to recount or blah blah blah, or make a complaint. Again, in a lot of other countries, you're not. It's like, no, sorry. Anyways. The U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, an agency formed by legislation that Trump himself signed, directly labeled Sharpiegate as a false rumor. Poll workers are required to provide approved writing devices to voters, it stated. Additionally, as the Associated Press noted, even if a ballot could not be read by tabulation machines, is that how you say this? Machine, it would be reviewed by a board that re-examines the ballots. The vote would not be canceled. Yeah, the process is pretty, guys. The process is is pretty good. Okay, yes, there will still be some issues, but it's really airtight. It's really good. Like even if the machine rejects it, you have a board that it goes in and reviews it. Sharpiegate continues. All of that has done little to end the spread of this conspiracy theory. Voted with a Sharpie pen, and now my vote is cancelled. Whoa, one man said on Twitter Wednesday. In his post, that man also included an image seemingly showing that his ballot had been cancelled. Okay, so this is a guy. This is Kyle saying, am I a part of Sharpiegate? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Voted with a Sharpie pen, and now my vote is cancelled. Whoa. Okay, so look at this. So this is general. What is this image? Cancelled. Okay, so it's like your vote is cancelled, and he took a picture of it. Okay. So at the end it says cancel. However, see guys, you see images like this on Twitter, and you're like, damn, this is shady. This is shady stuff. What is happening? Like, oh no. Like, guys, like, okay. So, however, this is a severely cropped photo that doesn't tell the full story. In fact, the image linked by this man actually appears to be a form showing that his mail-in ballot was canceled because he never returned it. As the man stated, he voted in person. What? Wait, so he's lying? As Arizona Secretary of State Katie Hobbs pointed out, voters who received an early ballot in the mail but choose to instead vote in person will see their early ballot status as canceled on their ballot by, I see, on their ballot by mail early ballot status update. This is because the early ballot is canceled so that the ballot cast in person can be counted. Okay, wait. Oh, I see what happened. Yeah, wait. So you requested an early ballot, and then you went and voted in person as well? Well, obviously it's going to say canceled. Yeah, okay. According to Reuters, Sharpiegate is so potent that even people who use Sharpies and had their ballots clearly accepted by voting machines are now worried about their vote. Guys, this is from the people. This is from the people that keep crying fake news, fake news, and they are the people that keep crying fake news are the main spreaders of fake news. Fake ballot burning videos. Oh, okay, this is another conspiracy. Fake ballot burning video shared by Eric Trump. God damn it. While there are similar Sharpie-related stories circulating in places like Chicago, Michigan, Massachusetts, and Connecticut, I can never say this, okay? I refuse to read this again, okay? Why? Come on, stop having moronic state names. This is a tongue twister every goddamn time for me. This is by far the only election-related conspiracy theory meant to scare conservative voters. In fact, wait, what? This is by far the only election-related conspiracy theory? What does that mean? In fact, on Tuesday, Eric Trump, the president's son, oh, thank you for clarifying that, the president's son, shared a video that allegedly shows 80 Virginian ballots, all cast for President Trump, being burned. Oh, I know this one. Even I know this one. Guys, even I know this one, okay? And you guys, I'm not even American. And I know this one. In that video, is this the one that is this the one that was clearly somebody was burning the sample ones? Is this that one? In that video, a person throws what appears to be ballots in a plastic bag, all before pouring lighter fluid over that bag and setting it on fire. Okay, and this guy saying, "Okay, I love democracy, especially when they burn the ballots." Count every vote. So this person was saying, "Fuck Trump." The person says before lighting the bag. Guy, I can tell you, I know what this guy's intentions were. Whoever did this. Well, I mean, I don't know, but I guess I know. Hold on. Let's see. Let's look at the actual video. Let's look at the audio. So look, this is like. Where's the audio?
Yeah. All Trump. You gotta do what you gotta do.
He's saying you gotta do what you gotta do. He's like, oh yeah, I'm fighting against.
Fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump. This is so obviously fake.
Got around 80.
You know how stupid this is? Because if you actually wanted to do something against Trump, you know that this video, like a video like this, would help Trump, would help his stupid, cultish followers to be like, oh, look, look, they're stealing this away from us. This video. If I was a betting man, this is being done by a Trump supporter, and he's saying fuck Trump, or somebody who just enjoys watching the world burn. Yeah, exactly. It's acting. Guys, how could you not know? How could you believe this crap? How could anybody believe this crap? According to the city of Virginia, those ballots are not real. Instead, officials said that they are clearly sample ballot as they lack barcode markings that are on all official ballots. Yep, they were sample ballots, and it was very clear. Anybody who had real ballots and compared them could see that these were not the real ones. What are social media platforms doing to stop conspiracy theories? As for what social media platforms are doing to come... By the way, here's the thing with the social media trying to stop conspiracy theories. When you do try to stop conspiracy theories, that effort to stop conspiracy theories is going to turn into its own conspiracy theories. So this is why I don't think that social media should turn into just utilities where where you don't put these social medias in charge of figuring out what's true or not, because then they become, first of all, they suck at it. They suck at figuring out which ones are conspiracy theories and which ones are real. And also, you're just going to feed the conspiracy theories. If you try to decide what is true and what's not true, that's going to turn into a conspiracy theory. Just stop it. Just this. Let us figure this. Let the rest of let other people figure this out. Okay? You're not these social media platforms trying to get involved in figuring out what is true or not. It's not going to make the conspiracy theories die down. It's actually going to feed into. This going to feed into it. Look at this. Twitter has now suspended the account of the user who uploaded the ballot burning video, meaning viewers can no longer see it. Oh yeah, congratulations, Twitter. This is gonna. Oh, now people are like, you took it down. People are gonna be like, oh, okay, Twitter took it down. I guess that was a conspiracy theory. No, it's gonna. This feeds into their narrative. Just stop. Just stop. Just let us call it out. Just let us call it out as stupid. What are you doing? This is not how this works. This is not how it works. Guys, however, God damn it. However, all of that only happened after the video racked up more than 1.2 million views. Yeah, congratulations, Twitter. Congratulations. They already got the views. It's already everywhere. And now they're gonna like, oh, look at this. They're censoring us. They're trying to silence us. There must be something there. They don't want you to see the truth. Just stop it, Twitter. Just let it be, okay? It's not your job. You're a platform. It's not your job. It's not your job. You're a fucking platform. Just let it be. And other versions of the video are still extremely easy to find on Twitter. Yeah, give them the victimhood narrative. Congratulations. Yeah, great job, Twitter. Great job, Facebook. You know, like this is fake. You know, Facebook and Twitter labeling your posts as like, oh, this is debunked. They now see it as these like conspiracy theorists. They see it as a badge of honor. They're like, oh, yeah, there you go. These globalists are like trying to suppress us. They want that now. They think like if you don't get one of those labels on your post, then you're doing something wrong. Wow, okay, update by Katie. Georgia, Biden and Trump almost same votes now. Jesus Christ, okay. Regarding Sharpiegate, Twitter has slapped warning labels on posts from notable people like Matt Schaub, a right-wing lobbyist and a former Bush staffer. Can you say hire a lawyer? Okay, so this is how Twitter, is this Twitter? Yes. Twitter saying some or all of the content shared in this tweet is disputed and might be misleading about an election or other civic process. Guys, God damn it. Okay, so if you're a lefty and you support this, Twitter doing this, you guys are going to regret it. You guys are going to regret it. You guys are going to have things that you want to say, and Twitter is going to come at you. Like, you have no idea how much power. Yeah, sure. Put Facebook and Twitter in charge of deciding what's true or not. It's so easy now when it comes to these loons and being called out for their conspiracy. But that's not going to backfire at all. That's not going to backfire. You're not going to, don't worry, you're not going to regret. You're not going to regret making Facebook and Twitter and YouTube the arbiters of truth. Yeah, oh yeah, sure, you know, the largest platforms on the goddamn planet where most of the conversations are happening on a global scale. You're like, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, take down fake news. Obviously, this is stupid, so we support it. Yay, Twitter, Facebook, yeah, thank you. Yep, this is not going to come bite you in the ass at all. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's nothing. It's all okay. It's good. You're not gonna regret this. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's also created a page dedicated to debunking this conspiracy theory. Still, a simple glance at Schaub's profile will yield multiple Sharpiegate tweets that haven't been flagged, like this one called look at this citizen, but my entire precinct used Sharpies. I'm in Trump-friendly area. Oh no! In addition to Schaub, numerous tweets from other people also haven't been flagged. On YouTube, yeah, maybe just don't even try. Let's just okay. On YouTube, tons of videos promoting Sharpiegate have surfaced. but YouTube has reportedly told Business Insider that it doesn't plan on removing them. Oh, thank you, YouTube. Guys, I'm pretty sure whatever algorithm that YouTube puts in place to try to take down these videos is going to take out. It's probably going to take down the videos trying to try to fight against the conspiracies as well. Right? Do you Twitter, Facebook, YouTube? Do you actually have the resources to be able to tell the difference between the people who are spreading the conspiracies and the people who are actually trying to tackle the conspiracies? Do you? Do you really? Because I think your algorithm is dumb. Instead, it told the outlet that it would add an information panel below these videos. I mean, you know what? I don't mind this. Just do that. As long as this is going to stop you from actually taking down content, keep doing that. It's fine. That panel now reads, results may not be final. See the latest on Google. Yeah, sure, that's good. That's fine. Meanwhile, Facebook has labeled at least one highly circulated Sharpiegate video as false information. You know what? I suggest if you want to do that, just don't say it's false. Don't say it's correct. Just tell people, do what you did with the COVID stuff. Just be like, hey, we don't know if this is false or correct. Here's some actually legit information if you want to see. Here's some access to some credible information. Do that. Don't label it as false because your algorithm sucks at figuring this out. Okay? Fact checking cannot be done by algorithms. Okay? But by the time it did, that video had already been viewed as 100,000 times. Guys, and here's the thing, if you don't declare it as false, then you could do it earlier, okay? Because if a video already gets 1 million views and then you then declare it as false with already been circulated, then you have to actually wait to label it as such before it until it gets that many views already. But if your standard is like, hey, we don't know if this is false or not, but just here's some credible information, then you could put that label on much earlier. Then you don't have to be that picky about fact checking to add that information. You could just do it right away. Like, oh, this seems to be about the election. Here's some news. Here's some links to some credible information about what's actually going on. So you don't have to actually wait. Facebook has now blocked the hashtag Sharpiegate. Oh my God. What if I want to use the hashtag Sharpiegate to bring attention to how stupid it is? The best way to tackle these conspiracies is to use the hashtag that people are using to find the misinformation, to bring attention to how stupid it is. Why would you block the hashtag? This is so stupid. Anyways, let me see. Let's get to this last one. Really quickly go through this one. Oh, we got a super chat. Wow, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Rent there unto Caesar gave us a $5 super chat saying, in case anyone out there didn't get it, Armin is being sarcastic. It will totally backfire. Oh, yeah. Wait, it wasn't clear? Holy crap. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat and making that clear. Really, was it not clear to some people? Was there anybody here that couldn't tell I was being sarcastic? Holy crap, guys. If you couldn't tell, then oof. All right, thank you so much, Renter unto Caesar, for the $5 super chat. Oh, just type Sharpiegate. Yeah, but are people following that hashtag? You need to, if you want to tackle conspiracy theories, you need to use the hashtags that the people that believe in the conspiracy are following. Ghost Bunny saying I simp for Armin sarcasm. Aw, thank you, Simp Bunny. Thank you, Ghost Bunny. I said Simp Bunny. Michigan and Nevada dismiss Trump's campaign lawsuit as president continues to falsely claim election victory. Oh, by the way, I also saw people saying, "Oh, Trump is some Trump supporters saying, yeah, Trump said he won." And people are losing their mind, but so did Biden. Biden did not declare victory. Biden said we're confident that we're going to win, but we're not. He specifically uttered the words that we cannot declare victory. Saying that you're confident that you're going to win is something everyone has done. But that is not the same as declaring victory. Trump specifically declared victory. Biden specifically said that we're not declaring victory. Saying that you're confident that you're going to win is not the same as declaring victory. In fact, right after saying he's confident, he said, but we're not declaring victories. Oh, God damn it. It's not, but this is what Trump supporters do. Like, oh, but Biden did the same thing. Nope, he did not do the same thing. Knight Sidonia saying, I don't know, man. I think he mean it not gonna backfire. Nope. Okay, nope. Okay, it's gonna backfire. Okay, let's be clear. It's gonna backfire. It's gonna backfire. I think that Knight Sidonia is being Knight Sidonia, guys. If you can't tell sarcasm, Knight Sidonia is also being sarcastic. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat by Knight Sidonia. I don't know, man. I love this. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for the super chat. Guys, do not use super chats if you're struggling financially, okay? Do not use super chats if you're struggling financially. Okay? Let's continue. Let's finish this really fast. Trump declares himself the winner. President Donald Trump. Guys, this is so stupid. You don't see stuff like this in civilized countries like United States, okay? You see this in countries like, I don't know, Egypt or some other, these are the countries, okay? So when Trump declares other countries as shithole countries, this is what you see in the countries that Trump declares as shithole countries. This is the kind of behavior that you expect from those countries, okay? Congratulations, Trumps. You're becoming more like those countries that you call shithole countries. You are responsible for making United States more like those countries that you call shithole countries. All right. President Donald Trump again prematurely declared himself the winner of the presidential election on Wednesday, after falsely claiming he had won several key battleground states, while his campaign simultaneously filed a barrage of lawsuits against most of those same states. Okay, so here's the tweet. Wow, look at this. Oof, look at this red warning. Jesus, look at this Twitter. Wow, Murtad said, I just joined the yellow badge gang. God, thank you so much, Murtad. Oh, look at the yellows. Guys, we're gonna come up with better badges for, we're gonna change the colors. We're gonna come up with something pretty, okay? So we're gonna change the badges pretty soon. Thank you so much for your membership. Okay, so here's Trump's tweet, okay? This is Trump. Very, very sane, very, very stable genius Trump, okay? We have claimed for electoral vote purposes the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, which won't allow legal observers. Oh my God, this is such a debug claim. Which won't allow legal observers. By legal observers, do you mean your mob, the people that you're like, people you said the vigilantes that you asked to go watch the polls? Which won't allow legal observers. The state of Georgia and state of North Carolina, each one of which has a big Trump lead. Additionally, we hereby claim the state of Michigan, if in fact... Wait, you don't get to do that. We hereby claim? You don't get to do that. What the hell are you talking about? God damn it. That's not your role. Okay, then he continues. Oh. Hereby claim the state of Michigan, if in fact there was a large number of secretly dumped ballots, as has been widely reported. Okay, so Twitter has marked this. Let me see what Twitter is saying. Official sources may not have called the race when this was tweeted. Learn about U.S. 2020 election security efforts. Wow, we got another $3 super chat saying premature always makes me giggle. LOL. Okay, thank you so much for the $3 super chat. All the time, none of the states. Okay. At the time, none of the states the president claimed had been called by any media outlets for either candidates. Guys, has any president in the history of United States, I don't know if this is true or not, but has this ever happened before? This is like really like fucking with the norms, right? Like, has ever a president come out and declared victory, has claimed the state before any media outlets or official sources declaring a state? Has this ever happened, a president coming and claiming a state? before anyone, the candidate himself coming out and claiming a state before anyone else? Has this ever happened? This is insane. Twitter flagged the tweet, noting that the races had not been called by official resources, and specifically warning that the claim about secretly dumped ballots was misinformation. However, just over an hour later, while speaking at the White House, Trump again declared victory and claimed that there had been election fraud without any evidence. Okay, so this is what he said. Wait, is there audio? Is there going to be audio? Oh, there. Yes, there is. Come on. Oh, this is too long to play. So I'm just going to play the part that is important. I'm just going to read the part that was important. He said, "This is a major fraud on our nation." God damn it. They're just going to, when they don't like things, they're just going to call fraud. Okay? How about this? How about just say, maybe there's fraud, we're going to investigate. Nope. I have no evidence before investigation. I'm just going to declare fraud. We want the law to be used in a proper manner, so we'll be going to the U.S. Supreme Court. We want all voting to stop. We don't want them to find any ballots at 4 in the morning and add them to the list. God, fucking hell. What? We don't want them to find any ballots? This is what he said. This is what your president said, people. We don't want them to find any ballots. Yeah, so you don't want them to count the votes. That's what you want. That guy, hey, Trump. Yo, buddy, yo. That's how democracy... Find ballots? You mean count the votes? Legal experts have said that Trump cannot simply ask... Yeah! This part is also... Hey, we're going to take it to the Supreme Court. Like, oh, we're going to jump like a whole bunch of steps in between. We're just going to go directly to the Supreme Court. You're the goddamn president. That's not how thing works. You should know that's not how anything... That's not how anything works in the United States. You should know that. You're the fucking president of the country. Legal experts, you know, I know that. Forget the legal experts. Even I know that, but your president doesn't know that. Legal experts have said that Trump cannot simply ask the Supreme Court to intervene in the election and stop counting ballots. In order for the highest court to take action on such questions, a legal case must first go through lower courts and I think this means at a sometimes lengthy appeals process. Yeah, exactly. Wow, we got another. Whoa, render unto Caesar. You better be rich. You shouldn't be giving me this many super chats unless you're rich. But thank you so much. $5 super chat by render unto Caesar, saying, "Didn't George Bush did this in 2000 with Florida?" I don't think he came and declared it. I think he said like. They were like challenging it. They were saying like, we need to count this, we need to recount this. But did George Bush at any point just came and declared victory and be like, or just like, oh, or did he just like cast out and said like, I think they were just challenging it and wanting to get recount. I don't know if was there at any point that just George Bush like came out before the recount, just like when there was. Or maybe when he did declare victory, was at the time that they thought that they were, that it was, yeah, I think even if they declared victory, he did it after sources and some media outlets declared it for him, and then he felt confident enough to come. I mean, even Al Gore, called it for Bush at that time. Right? So it's not like Bush was trying to take it over by declaring victory, even though it wasn't yet clear. Like they made a mistake, and the recounts were happening after, and even after the recounts, they were like, okay, no, Bush won. But it wasn't like this malicious. It wasn't like, hey, okay. So this is what I'm saying. I might be wrong, but I don't think what happened was Bush coming in and saying, that, oh, the media outlets are not calling it for me. There are no official sources that are calling it for me, but I'm going to claim victory anyways. That's not what happened. Okay? Some people called it. Even Al Gore called it for Bush. And Bush was like, okay, it seems like we're winning, we won, so I'm going to declare victory. And then there was a challenge to it, and the challenge to it legally went through, and he still won. Okay? But it wasn't like he did it preemptively before there was official announcements, right? Let me see what you guys are saying. Twana is saying there are hundreds of evidence that the Democrats cheated, and you'll see it soon. Okay, if there is, okay, here's the thing. Okay, even if it's true, I highly doubt it. But even if this is true, the fact that people believe in these conspiracies before the evidence, here's the thing. I will still call all these conspiracy theories moronic, even if the evidence comes out to show that Democrats have cheated. You know why? Because these morons are believing these conspiracy theories without the evidence. Okay? This is exactly like the God argument, okay? If all of a sudden the evidence comes for the existence of God, and I say, oh yeah, okay, fine, there's a God, I still think all the people who believed in God were morons, because this evidence was not available to them back then. Even if God happens to be true, all the people who believe in God without the evidence were morons. So even if what you're telling me is true, all of these conspiracy theories are moronic, because there is no evidence for any of them. Daniel saying, I hated, what is this? George W. Bush at the time, but he was a genius compared to this clown. Yep, I agree with that. Oh my God, this is your source? Are you serious? Do you watch Project Veritas? It's not a conspiracy theory anymore. Holy crap. Yeah, sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. Project Veritas. Okay, sure. All right. Yeah, evidence. That's your evidence. Lawsuits. Notably, the Trump campaign did announce roughly half a dozen illegal challenges in multiple swing states on Wednesday, though some have already been rejected or dismissed by local courts. By the way, guys, let's not make that. Here's the thing. Even if Project Veritas gives us actual evidence, I will believe it. But so far, Project Veritas is like, oh my God, God damn it. Okay, I want to make it clear that there's a difference between questioning the credibility of a source and being skeptical about it and making the genetic fallacy. Okay, right? So I want to make sure I'm not making the genetic fallacy. But excuse me if I am skeptical of such a source, which has been so consistently spreading false information like Project Veritas. So consistently, so I'm going to judge it based on how valid the actual evidence are, rather than believing something because it's coming from Project Veritas. Okay? Several of the lawsuits, including those in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Nevada, were aimed at stopping the counting of legal votes. Yes, the lawsuits were trying to stop the counting of legal votes. In Pennsylvania, which is currently facing the most challenges of any state, the campaign filed a lawsuit. It's demanding the courts to stop all ballot counting until their poll observers were given better access to oversee the process. A lower court dismissed the case, but an appeals court judge overruled that decision Thursday and allowed the observers to stand closer to the officials counting ballots. In a nearly identical lawsuit, the Trump guys. By the way, this whole of being able to challenge the counting process and all of these observers. By the way, the observers were already there. This is only like people passing lawsuits just to be like, oh, we want them to stand over here rather than over there, just to be able to go to their base to act like they did something. Okay. But again, this whole being able to legally challenge these things, even though everything is so transparent, to even ask for more transparency, these stuff, like if you want to keep blaming, like, oh my god, the people in power, they're like doing something shady thing, like, guys, this is one of the best level of transparency that you could ask for in any country. Okay, so again, I do know that shady stuff is happening, but not in the way that you think. I don't agree with this. Arjun is saying, I think it's legitimate to dismiss anything a lawyer says to begin with. No, I think if somebody has a history of lying, you just have to be more skeptical, and you have to need a higher level of evidence. They need more. I think it's fair to be more skeptical. Wait, I think I missed the super chat. Where is the super chat? I think I missed a super chat by Arjun. Where is this? Oh, here we go. I found it. Arjun is saying, I'm not going to pay my credit card bill if it comes in after 4 a.m. And technically, it's always a time after the last 4 a.m. Huh, interesting. That's sarcasm, by the way. A lot of people in the live chat cannot tell sarcasm. So here it is. This example of sarcasm. By the way, thank you so much for the $5 super chat, Arjun. 5 Canadian dollars. Appreciate that. Okay. In a nearly identical lawsuit, the Trump campaign also alleged their election inspectors did not have proper access to observe the counts in Michigan as well. Guys, do you think any of this would have happened if things were going their way? Nope. On Thursday, a local judge dismissed that case, arguing it was basically moot because most of the ballots have already been counted. In both states, top officials have refused to stop counting ballots and defended how their elections were run. Pennsylvania government, Tom Wolf described the administration's legal claims as an attempt to subvert the democratic process, and the state's attorney general also called the lawsuits meritless. The Michigan attorney general also echoed those remarks, saying in a statement that the state provided access for both parties. Where's that video of these people like making these claims without any evidence? I hope they show it here. Meanwhile, in Nevada, the campaign is taking a slightly different route in its legal challenges. It first attempted to stop the counting of absentee ballots in Clark County. By the way, guys, I'm telling you, the way that they were going to count, the process of how these ballots were being counted were made clear and transparent ages before the election happened. So the way, the transparency, the observers, the way that everything is going to be monitored was available for everyone to criticize and question way ahead of time. And it's happening exactly as how it would describe it will happen. But they're only finding the process problematic only after things are not going their way. Why is it that this methodology was not an issue to them when it was already made clear how it's going to happen and how it's going to be transparent and how it's going to be observed? Why was this not, and given that it's happening exactly the way it was, everybody was told that it's going to happen, why is it only all of a sudden now something shady is happening now when things are not going your way? Why was not all of this shady before when people were told you how exactly this is going to happen? So it first attempted to stop the counting of absentee ballots in Clark County, home to Las Vegas, by filing an emergency injunction demanding that officials there stop using an automatic signature verification machine. After the state's Supreme Court denied that request, the campaign decided to file. By the way, guys, everybody is included with each other, right? Like the courts, the Supreme Courts, the government, they're all trying. Everybody is basically trying to, like, it's a conspiracy against Trump, and they're all in on it. This is basically 9/11 level. This is like a truther level conspiracy theory, right? Like the number of people involved in it, and like trying without any leaks, without anybody, like, yeah. Sure, buddy. Like, you know how many assumptions that you have to make for this conspiracy thing to work? Like, it just, this conspiracy doesn't pass a simple basic Occam's razor challenge. Filing a federal lawsuit claiming they had evidence of tens of thousands of illegal votes cast by non-residents of the state and dead people. However, when asked by reporters about the evidence, the campaign refused to answer any questions. Oh yeah, okay, here's the video. Yeah, okay, great. This video is here. Ricky Davila saying MSNBC's, this guy wanted evidence from Rick Grinnell, Russian asset MAGA lunatic, to back up his lies in a fight to stop Nevada from counting votes, and Grinnell couldn't leave fast enough. Okay, let's watch this video.
With me, the former DNI. Come
Hold on, this is gold. This is gold. Wait, guys, watch. I saw this earlier.
with me, the former DNI. Come with me. Come with me. This is the Trump campaign press conference. Oops, sorry, kids. Come this way. Hey, Rick Grinnell, we're live on MSNBC right now. Can you talk about the evidence? You're claiming thousands of illegitimate votes here in Nevada. What's the evidence?
You should go in and ask the question of the clerk.
No.
Which you haven't
You
done
guys
yet,
just made the claim. No, in fact, you also said there's no election observers. There's Democratic and Republican election observers inside, Mr. Grinnell.
See, this is what people say. There's no election observers. There are official Democrat here.
Election observers inside.
Here. He's like, you guys are making you guys are saying there's evidence of this and that.
You guys just made the claim. No, in fact, you also said there's no.
He's asking for evidence. He's asking to go other people. Guys, this is standard. Guys, this is why atheism should teach you, like refuting religious people on their God claims, should teach you how to apply this everywhere else. Okay, so they make a claim. They come up with conspiracy theories, and they're like, "Where's your evidence?" And they're like, "Oh, go ask to other people." You made the fucking claim. Where's your fucking evidence? They're like, "Oh, if what we're saying is not true, how do you explain this? How do you explain this and that and that?" Okay, so those other people, the burden of proof is on you. You are claiming something. You are the one that has to provide the evidence. This is exactly like the God thing. They make the claim. And like, where's your evidence for God? I'm like, well, if there is no God, how do you explain the tree? Or like, oh, how do you explain the planets? How do you explain this and that? Like, I don't need to explain shit. You are coming with a God claim. You are the person that needs to provide the evidence. Like, no. You don't believe in my God. You have to give me evidence for how this works and how that works and how the universe works. You have to explain every fucking thing in the universe. And as soon as you can't explain a single thing, then my claim is valid. Like, nope. That's not how anything works, okay? So you see this right here.
No.
You're like, here, let's see the question.
Can you talk about the evidence? You are claiming thousands.
So so where's the evidence? You're claiming thousands
of illegitimate votes.
You're claiming that there's thousands of illegitimate votes.
Votes here in Nevada. What's the evidence?
You should go in
and so what's the evidence? And this guy's response is, you should go ask those other people.
and ask the question of the clerk.
No.
Which you haven't
You
done
guys
yet,
just made the claim. No, in fact.
You made the claim, exactly. Wow, Render Unto Caesar gave us a $3 super chat saying their dog ate the evidence. Their dog. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Yes, their dog ate the evidence.
You also said there's no election observers.
Oh yeah, this is something that was refuted very easily. They said there's no election observers. People were like, oh, we want the count to stop. We want the count to stop because there needs to be observers. There were observers.
There's Democratic and Republican
both Democratic and Republican observers were
election observers inside, Mr. Grinnell. Former DNI Grinnell, acting DNI, where's the evidence of the fraud? You haven't presented any evidence of fraud.
Where's the evidence?
They've presented no evidence of fraud, Craig. So we're live on MSNBC. You've said thousands of illegitimate ballots. Thousands of illegitimate ballots. Where are they?
Social distancing, everyone.
Where's the Matt Schlapp? Where are the illegitimate ballots? Where are the illegitimate ballots?
Where is his mask? Can you also ask him where's his... Look at this. Okay, where's his mask?
Illegitimate ballots. Thousands of illegitimate ballots. Where are they? Where's the Matt Schlapp? Where are the illegitimate ballots? Where are the illegitimate ballots?
Fox News sucks.
So thousands of illegitimate ballots is what they're alleging. They've presented literally no evidence of that, and they're saying go to the county here to ask them of that. We know for a fact there are Democratic and Republican election observers inside. Careful behind you there. And the reality is, Craig, what they have said here is supported by virtually no facts. From what we have seen on the ground here, inside this facility, there is an observation happening. I spoke to an election observer this morning, and they have now said they are filing in federal court a lawsuit to stop counting of ballots. They didn't say all ballots. They said stop the counting of improper ballots. So at the end of the day, we're going to need to see, as a matter of fact, what the language in that lawsuit says. They have the former attorney general of this state, Laxalt, out here as well. And you just saw former acting DNI Grinnell, Matt Schlapp, very familiar names out here in Nevada and across the country. But again, presented without evidence, allegations of fraud here on the ground in Nevada as the count continues inside, and the vote margin is 8,000 votes at this point, when we expect a new dump of votes in just a little bit.
Guys, I really can't wait for this guy to stop being the president. This is ridiculous. Like, he cannot leave the White House soon enough for the sake of not just the United States, for the sake of the goddamn planet. Like, seriously, just go. Like, just go away, go away. All right. As for if any of these cases go to the Supreme Court, many legal experts say it's unlikely because most of them have absolutely zero legal basis, a point echoed by other elections officials and Democrats who accuse the president of only filing the challenge to sow discord and undermine legally cast votes. Yeah, by the way, let me tell you, they're not as stupid as you think they are. I mean, they are pretty stupid, but the whole point of this challenging the votes and stuff is not for them to win. Or to like make this go anywhere. It's not gonna go. Like, the whole point is to feed their base. Be like, oh, we're challenging it. Oh, this is foul. Or they're cheating us, guys. This is all an attempt for them to lose, but act like they won. Okay, so if they lose, they want to go out as pretending. This is also another very religious concept, okay? This very, very much like religious. Well, but let me read Luke's comment before. Guys, I hope I don't miss any of your comments. How did I miss this one? Did Luke... Okay, maybe Atheist Republic was not spelled right? I don't know. Luke is saying heathen, crazy... the crazy ratio in the chat is wild today. Yes. By the way, if you're a Trump supporter, I hope you could prove that you're not a bunch of snowflakes by like crying away and going. You guys are still welcome here, even though you're wrong. Just like Muslims and Christians and Hindus who are so wrong about their worldview are welcomed here. You guys are also welcome here. You could be part of the Atheist Republic family, even though you're the wrong part of the family, but you can still be part of the family. Okay, it's okay. You could be here. We welcome you here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, this whole attempt at like acting like you won even if you lose is very much what you see in religion. Like, oh my God, our leader, our religious spiritual leader was crucified. Like, what happened? We lost. He's supposed to save us. He was supposed to bring the kingdom from God and blah blah blah. Like, you know what? This was part of the plan. He wanted to be crucified. He needed to be crucified. This is the whole bringing the kingdom of God to heaven. It could have not happened unless he was crucified. Okay, so we win anyways. Oh, Hussein, we went to battle, and he was like, he was supposed to come, and he was supposed to take the caliphate away from Yazid, and we were supposed to become like victorious, and he was supposed to be our leader, but he was crushed in the battle. He was defeated. You know what? That was the plan. We win anyways. We win, and no matter what happens, we're the winner, okay? That's a very religious thing. Okay, let's hear. So Aryan is saying, I'm only scared of that witch, Kamala Harris. Wait, okay, guys, I have no idea what's going to happen with Biden and Kamala Harris, but trust me, whatever fuckery, whatever stupid things the Biden administration does, or whatever Kamala Harris does, If it's in our domain, we will cover it and we will call them out and we will attack them every time they do something stupid, especially with foreign policy, especially if they try to excuse anything Islamic, and especially if they do anything that legitimizes the woke mob. We will call it out here on this channel, okay? We're just because, so don't think like, and guys, every time Biden does something wrong and we call it out on this channel, there's gonna be somebody in the live chat. You watch this, okay? If Biden administration wins, and we know that they're gonna do stupid shit that we're gonna call out here on this channel, but I'm pretty sure there's gonna be like, mark my words, okay? Somebody in the live chat, see Armin? See Armin? Do you not regret Biden being unfair president? We told you, you voted for this. Like, yeah, guys. We know he's going to make mistakes, and we're going to call it out. In foreign policy, Islam-related, woke shit, we know he's going to make mistakes, and we're going to be one of the first who calls it out, okay? We're not going to be shy about that, okay? Hussein is ready. Hussein himself is here. I'm ready to bring back the rightful Khalifa. Okay, good. Dirty Dancer is saying there are no Biden simps in the world. Oh, I'm sad. Oh, poor grandpa. I'm so sorry. You know what? I might simp for him a little bit because it's so sad. Ghost Buddy saying Trump has become the new prophet. Momo, it seems, insult against him deserves to be met with violence. I don't think, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah, Daniel is right. I personally don't like Biden, but he isn't Trump. Yes, no matter what stupid shit Biden does, he's not Trump, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Where were we? Oh, here. In another tweet flagged by Twitter Thursday, the president said he would bring fraud-related legal challenges against all other recent Biden claimed states, while yet again not citing any evidence. He claimed there was plenty of proof and directed people to just check out the media. Okay, yeah, that's the proof. Just check out the media. Okay, this is, yeah, sure. This is like, hey, there is a God. Where's your evidence? Just look at the tree. Look at the tree. Look how beautiful. Yeah, just check out the media. This is how people, this is the standard of evidence that people that don't have evidence usually use, okay? Just look at this. Just look at that, right? Oh, where's the proof? Oh, there's a God. Where's your proof? Look at the sky. Look at the birds. Look at our body. Like, okay, how is that evidence? Just look at it. Just look at it. Like, okay, how is that a fucking evidence? Can you be more clear? If you don't see the evidence, then I don't know what to tell you. If you cannot see the evidence for God, then there's nothing I could say that would prove God to you. Okay? I mean, come on. If you just look, just look. Donald Trump, okay, so here's the tweet. All of the recent Biden claim states will be legally challenged by us for voter fraud and state election fraud. Plenty of proof. Just check out the media. We will win. Oh my God, he's guaranteeing it. He's guaranteeing it. America first. Guys, this guy is not gonna, by the way, here's the sad truth, okay? Here's the sad truth. He's not gonna go away. Like, even if you lose, like, he's a thing. Like, the Trump movement is a thing. And he's still gonna be around. Everything he does is still gonna be around. Okay? His entire people, like, this is like, yep. And here's another thing. Here's another scary thought, okay? Here's another scary thought. I don't know if you guys noticed this. Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong, okay? But Trump could, if Trump loses, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? He could run for president in 2024. Is that right? Am I right about this? Trump could run for president in 2024. Right? Aryan is saying, why are you even taking him seriously? He's a moron, but does some good work too. I don't know what you're referring to, but okay. Yeah, he can and he might. Oh yeah, actually the only thing he have is that he's old. No. He certainly can. The limit is 2 terms. Yeah, exactly. Oh, thank you so much for the $2 super chat by Render Unto Caesar. It's like, you are correct. Dirty Dancer is saying he will be in New York State jail then, hopefully. Don't count on it. You are correct. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Katie saying, I think it is likely that he will run again. God damn it, man. We're so fucked. Oh, that was the end of this. Okay, great, because I really need to go pee. Let me just focus on you guys for a little bit before I go. Okay, guys, make the comments. I'm only gonna highlight the comments that is about what we talked about today. Thank you so much for everyone who gave us super chat today. Oh yeah, this is the only thing that might make him not run. He will be in his 80s, I guess, maybe too old. Yeah, I don't understand why there is a limit on how young you can be as a president in the United States. I think the limit on the other side was the more important one. That they didn't. I know why. Okay, so there's a minimum age, but there's not a maximum age. You know why? This is because at the time that they were coming with these rules, people didn't live this long, and they died at ages that they were still mentally. People usually died from diseases at a much earlier age, and at that time their mind was still intact, right? And they didn't live they didn't get to be this old, and that's why there was no maximum age. But I think the laws need to change. Like, the laws in the United States is outdated. It's more important to have a maximum age than a minimum age. Oh, okay, yes. Susanna is saying, Armin, we have a board meeting in 45 minutes. Thank you. Well, why are you giving us a super chat? Susanna, why are you giving us a super chat? You could just, like, put the $2 in Atheist. God, you get... Okay, thank you, Susanna. Jesus. You know, YouTube takes a cut. YouTube takes a major cut. You know that, right? You could just put the $2 directly into our account. You have access. Susanna, you have access to our bank accounts. You know that, right? You could directly put that $2 into our account without giving YouTube a cut. Anyways, that's okay. But thank you. All right. To get your attention, but I know we have 45. I'm about to end this. I know we have 45 minutes. That's a lot of time. I have a lot of time. Yeah, Sugar Mama. Ghost Bunny saying, Sim for Guru Armin, vote Trump out. Yes, both of our hashtags are good. Yeah, Daniel saying she did it to get your attention. Yeah, I'm okay. God, I'm gonna check my messages right after this. Like 45 minutes. That's a lot of time. All right. All right, guys. I'm gonna go. Susanna is like want me to end this right now, so I'm gonna go. She's my boss. She writes, yeah. So I have to listen to her. She's the CEO. All right. Thank you, everybody. I hope next time we go live. Actually, no, it's not gonna happen. I don't know when we're gonna get. What's the numbers? Just before we go, one last time, check the numbers. Where are we at? Just like check the numbers really fast before we go. Election updates. Where are we at? How many more? Somebody. YouTube is failing. Google is failing me. The Guardian. Come on, Guardian. Give me. Wow, we're 6. It was 7. But now it's 6 away. 6 away, everyone. 6 away. This is guys, this is edging. This is like edging. This feels like edging. Doesn't it feel like edging to you guys? Yeah. That's exactly what's happening. Anyways, guys, I have to go. Make sure you subscribe for more live streams. We do live streams. If you're new here, we do live streams all the time. All the fucking time. We go live like twice a day. We're insane. We're very insane. Oh, look at this. Gross. You guys don't like that? Oh, wow. We got $2 super chat. 35 is pretty young, Armin. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Glad I just... Wow, some people are really... Okay, yes. This feels like edging. Yeah, you guys actually like it. Yes, exactly. See, some people are... If you're grossed out, I don't know, you're weird, okay? If you're grossed out by a talk like that, then, like, grow up, okay? Anyways, guys, subscribe. Come on.
Subscribe to this channel, okay? Do it now. Let's do live streams like this all the time. All the fucking time. Like twice a day. Usually twice a day. Okay? So, join and hit the notification bell so you can see when we go live, okay? Do it now. Fucking do it. Okay? I'm watching you. I know where you live. If you don't do it,